I love short bios. It's my job to give you the bio, right? Thank you all for coming out. What a beautiful day, right? My name is Dan Bongino. I was the 2012 Republican nominee for the U.S. Senate in the formerly great state of Maryland. I love my home, folks, but we're losing it. You know, it's been brought up quite a bit. Do you feel any safer if you are a Maryland resident or if you live on the border today, now that our governor, the benevolent Martin O'Malley, passed this, and I use the air quotes, gun control law? Does anybody here feel safer? No! I mean, it's an honest question. There's no hyperbole there. I'm not trying to be smart about it. Why? He's controlling guns, right? Of course, it's the firearm to blame. It's the tool. It's not the plague of violence that's plagued the human heart. It has to be the tool. This gentleman has one. Clearly, he's a danger to all of us here. Everybody's walking away from him right now. Folks, this is all funny because it's funny. It's ridiculous what's happening in this country. Think about this. If this was really about, and I always use the air quotes here, gun control and gun violence control, then why does nobody here feel any safer? You're all sound, patriotic, normal IQ Americans who work for a living, who can figure out on your own when you're safe and when you're not. Nobody here feels safer for one reason. This was never about guns. Ever. This was about attacking an idea. The idea of liberty and freedom, folks. This was about people control from the start. Now, I see some American flags around here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not a tablecloth. It's not a curtain. It's not the piece of fabric that matters. You're not pledging allegiance to a piece of fabric. You are pledging allegiance to a series of ideas unique to this place, right here where you stand. Ideas that were so important that millions of men and women have died for them. They have died horrible deaths to preserve that idea that's under attack. It is not about guns. It was never about guns. That idea is unique to us. That's why we are so special. We are different. American exceptionalism is exceptional. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fight of your lifetime right now. You know, I am sorry, and I mean this. I am sorry that this fight at this time has been hoisted onto your backs. There was nothing I could do. I lost my race. We were in a tough state, folks. I assure you I would be there fighting with my last breath to preserve what I feel are your liberties evanescing away by the minute. My sincere apologies that we all know the path forward to prosperity, but the government obstructionists in front of us just won't let us do it. The ideas are so simple. What is under attack are your economic liberty. Folks, it's real. That is real. Every percentage of your tax dollars extra that you give to a government bureaucrat is one you did not spend. That is a percentage more of your time where you work for someone else. That is real. You can touch that. That is your hands that did that. Every time you have to call a government bureaucrat, thanks to Obamacare, to get permission to not take the pill, as the president said, and actually get a procedure done, that is your liberty gone. That is real. That's not a word. That's not a campaign slogan. I'm not running in Pennsylvania. I live in Maryland. Folks, that is real. Your freedom is real. We have never known any different. Ever. That's why some, not those folks here, don't respect it. They don't know what it's like when it is gone. And when it is gone, it only takes blood to get it back. Your freedom and your liberty is a zero-sum game. It cannot belong to you and a government bureaucrat at the same time. I bring that up because we've already seen the attack and the assault on your economic liberty. We've already seen the attack on your healthcare liberty. But now this is the most dangerous attack of all. It's an attack on your very right to self-protection. Folks, if these tools were so dangerous, you'd be in the most dangerous corner in Pennsylvania right now. It is not. I was a Secret Service agent for 12 years. I was with the NYPD for 4. I had the ability to carry a gun while I was a Secret Service agent anywhere in the country, on a plane, Puerto Rico, overseas when they'd let us. You know what? It never went off by itself. I never had to skin it. You know, you skinned that smoke wagon, as they said, you better be ready to talk business. I never had to, and I thank the Lord for that every day. That's not a situation I ever want to be in. But folks, in your house, in your home, with your family, with my 2 daughters, God forbid I ever ran into a situation where you had to fire that weapon and potentially take the life of someone else. That's a decision no man or woman wants to make. But even worse, it's no decision you want to leave in the hands of a government bureaucrat. That is your home. Those are my 2 daughters. I'm not asking you for your permission to defend them. That was given to me by my God. Whoever your God may be, you were birthed into this world with the ability to defend your life and your family. I don't want your permission. I'm not asking for it. So folks, where does that leave us? We're in a dangerous time. Buried. There are people out there who really believe that it's all going to go away. It'll be better tomorrow. Your health care problems are fixed. The economy will turn around. He's not really going after guns. Don't worry about it. Gun violence will disappear. There are people who really believe that. It's not true. We're losing. I'm sorry to tell you that, but we are losing. How do we fight back? Folks, there's only power in right now. The representative mentioned political power. He's right. There is only power in the now. There's pain, there's joy, and memories in the past. There's always fear and excitement about the potential in the future. But there's only power in this moment, right now. If you leave here today and no action comes of it, this was all for naught. Are you registered? If you're here and you're not registered to vote, I've got news for you. You're not part of the problem. You're the problem. You are. You may not want to hear that, folks, but your no vote was a vote. And it was a vote to let it happen while you stood by. Are your neighbors registered to vote? Your like-minded neighbors? Are there any gun shows in Pennsylvania that your local political clubs or gun clubs can get out to and register folks? You know, I lost on November 6th. On November 7th, I was out working again. I'm not asking for anyone's pat on the back. I'm doing it because we're losing our country. Action matters, folks. The only power is in right now, in this second. All of those tomorrows are only built on increments of today. If you don't go forth today and do something, you are contributing to this absolute disaster. Your liberty is leaving you now. Please, I ask you, I hope you enjoy the speech and the speakers. They were wonderful. But leave today. Email us, find us. I'll tell you, I'll find a way in Pennsylvania to get you involved, I promise. But join your club, speak out, register, show up in that next election, show up at the State House, and change the world, folks. We can take it back. Tomorrow can be better. Yesterday doesn't always have to be terrible. Thank you so much for your time. It's an honor to be here. Thanks a lot.